Is it possible to have too many versions of World of Warcraft? And the honest answer is abso-fucking-lutely. I think we have so many players spread across so many versions of the game that it is absolutely a staggering net negative of the experience for the average player. People pick and choose game modes based off the most popular. And for Classic, it is so spread thin that I think it is genuinely sad. So for Classic, we have Classic Era. Classic, in this context, not Cataclysm by Mr. Pandara, because this is a 2-year-old post. And we have Classic Sod, which is in its era state, so it's not valid. We have Classic Hardcore, and then we have Anniversary and Anniversary Hardcore, and we have TBC. So Anniversary became TBC, but Hardcore, Anniversary, you know. And then you just look at the overall state of the game. We have Classic Plus coming up very, very soon. We have TBC progressing into Wrath of the Lich King Classic. And based on, in this context, this slate which turned out to be real, we're gonna be having Classic Fresh, TBC, Wrath, repeat, 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 repeat. They're killing off MOP. It's not there anymore. MOP Classic is dead. TBC is clearly not getting love at all. It's not dying off. People still enjoy TBC Anniversary. And Wrath Anniversary will have great numbers, except it won't. Because guess what? Camelot is literally right here. Camelot is coming out so soon that a lot of the players that would have played Wrath will not have time to play Wrath. This will not be dead on arrival, but it'll have a fraction of the player base it would have without Camelot being here eating its lunch. TBC isn't like MOP where the numbers are in the gutters. TBC isn't dead and like blasted down to oblivion. TBC has 240,000 average raiders, almost double Anniversary. So Anniversary had 90,000, you know, we'll just say 80,000 average players. TBC has about, in this context, 300,000 average raiders across the board with Karazhan and the launch of SSC and TTK. I think with Black Temple, we're looking at about 250, 60,000 average across it. But again, it depends on Camelot. Sod is dead. As a game vote, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, the numbers have skyrocketed. Well, skyrocketed is hard to say. 6,500 people isn't a lot. But there's a whole bunch of Sod Fresh movements for people that don't want to play TBC anymore, and MOP is dead. So Sod Fresh at 6,500 is a decent number of people. And these are people raiding. Classic Era, 16,000. It's going up. A lot of people are quitting because they're upset at Blizzard for whatever reason. They're just playing Era again, or their favorite private server shut down. Era is going to go up a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. I think Era is going to peak around 30,000 players when Classic Plus comes out. I think there's going to be quite a few very, very angry Era players who are going to hate Classic Plus down to their bones. And they're going to come back, and I think Era will peak around 30,000 people. But at the end of the day, Classic Era is still there. MOP Era is going to be there. Sod Era is going to be there. And then Classic Era, Classic Hardcore Era is going to be there. And then of course you're going to have the, you know, the progressing TBC era, Wrath era, and then every time the new server comes out, you get to go to either the next server or go down to the era, yada, yada, yada. And that's it. For the vast majority of the player base though, they're going to be on Classic Plus. Not maybe, not if, they are. The vast majority of the people always immediately jump on the big thing. Sod, 500,000 people. Anniversary, MOP. Whatever new game comes out, people jump on the new game because new is fun. This has happened across the lifespan of everything. Wrath, almost double the number of people raiding Nacht compared to the average of TBC and 2019. You just see this across the board. TBC had 240,000 people. This is the whole of Anniversary, and TBC is double. Because people had just played Sod, they didn't want to play Anniversary. I, for example, skipped almost the entirety of Anniversary, but I played aggressively TBC up until about a few weeks ago. Because Classic Plus is coming out BlizzCon soon. I'm going to be flying out to BlizzCon. I'm going to be at BlizzCon. I'm going to be meeting people. So I'm going to be at BlizzCon doing content creator things and, you know, doing a bunch of yapping as well. But at the end of the day, there is way too many versions of Classic, and I am so glad that they started to kill it off. I know that sucks. I know that's going to make people mad at me, but I'm glad Kata's dead. I'm glad MOP is dead, and I'm glad there's no WOD. I'm glad that Classic Fresh, TBC Fresh, and Wrath Fresh is going to be just forever rotating fresh servers. Every 2, 3, 5 years, I'll play another fun version. I'll be like, oh, I'm raid logging in Classic Plus. I've done a lot of stuff. Chronicles is dropping soon. I'm going to do an RTS subathon. So guess what I'm going to do? Classic Fresh is right here. I'm going to take a month break from Classic Plus. I'm still going to raid log and play with my guild and my community. and I'm gonna do a classic fresh launch. I'm gonna play MC in Blackwing Lair, and I'm gonna quit for AQ40 again, because fuck AQ40. I do not like that raid. I will never like that raid, and I'll never agree with anyone that says AQ40 is a fun raid. It is objectively the worst raid ever designed in World of Warcraft history. I will die on that hill. I hate that raid. I did back in 2019 when I had to fucking do the goddamn, send the goddamn person inside to see if you got a good instance for that goddamn corridor. That corridor of trash. Nonetheless, I'm not playing AQ40. So Classic Fresh, Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, straight back into Classic Plus, into Chronicles, yada yada yada. And a lot of people are gonna get mad at me. I know it happens every time I say this. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying you're allowed to have, you're not allowed to like AQ. You guys can love AQ. I hate it. It's my worst raid. I don't love AQ whatsoever. I genuinely despise that instance down to its core, down to my core. And that's okay. We don't have to agree. But nonetheless, the future is Camelot. The future is Classic Plus. And just because you guys think it's good, you guys are wrong. You guys are allowed to think it's good, but you guys are wrong. You know what? We're not discussing this. It's wrong. AQ is the worst raid. I'll say to my chat who's flaming me right now, AQ40 is the worst raid in World of Warcraft. And I'll say it to the people in the YouTube comments right now, AQ40 is the worst raid in World of Warcraft. I love AQ20. AQ20 is absolutely goddamn amazing. AQ40 can jump off a goddamn cliff. AQ20 is phenomenal. AQ40 is terrible. Anyways, next, I am not responding to any more comments about this. The whole point of what I'm trying to say here is that Camelot and Classic Plus is the future. Every other version is nothing but a placeholder for the future of World of Warcraft, and the future of World of Warcraft is a permanent game mode that goes on forever, that gives us multiple raids, dungeons, zones, new races, just everything. And I completely am looking forward to the future of Classic WoW, where we no longer have to worry about where our characters are going, where the future is going, and I'm so fucking excited for it, and I hope you guys are as well. Actually, you know what? I take back everything I said about AQ40. Mount Hyjal is the worst raid ever, and then AQ40 is the second worst raid ever. And I'll leave it at that.